Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's Jen Gear, and it is Behind the Scenes. So I am excited to show you what's behind that curtain. Okay, so when you are doing a live event, when you are selling something, whether you are training, whatever you are doing, so no matter what you sell, people want to see behind the scenes. Now, what I'm going to do for you today is teach you some of the things that I use that have definitely helped my business. Now, I change my mind all the time. I learn new things. I get better, or sometimes I go back to what worked the first time. Hashtag guilty. So today I'm going to show you how I have my lights set up. I'm going to show you what's behind this shower curtain. You heard me, a shower curtain. A shower curtain behind you can put up a beautiful wall so you don't see all the stuff behind you, whether it be in your kitchen, whether it be your living room, whether you are doing live shows or trainings in a RV. Yes, it doesn't matter. Or a closet or a bathroom, whatever. But you can hide the stuff behind you super quick by a shower curtain. Now, my shower curtain, I will show you, is up on a curtain rod with those same rings. I screwed it into the ceiling with an eye bolt so it slides. Do you see this? It can slide on and off. Now, the sunrise or the morning sun creates this crazy glare in this room that I have, so it's easy to cover it up. Plus, if you're taking selfies, it's easy to create a wall. Now, I'm going to show you a few of my favorite tools. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, Brandy or Karen, will you share this to our team group? I would truly appreciate you, rock stars. So, some of my favorite tools, I feel like I'm losing my voice this week, are what we call a twirly tie. Let me see. I thought I had an empty one, but I must have moved it. Now, a twirly tie is something that I used years and years ago, no joke, and I brought them back in the last few months, okay? Because of my 9-year-old daughter who was telling me that, excuse me, that having all of our jewelry on these 4-inch pegs, she was helping me make sets. And the last one, she'd want this necklace all the way at the back. She'd have to take everything off to get to that necklace. And she told me it was taking way too long. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So we brought out the old twirly ties that we had forever. Brandy, thank you. That we would put our necklaces on. Now you can buy these on Amazon. They are super affordable. They come in black. I didn't see the whites. I've had whites forever, but they hold 20 necklaces and they don't tangle. Now, you put them on. One recommendation is always have the tags pointing the same direction, okay? If you're back and forth, the earrings can get tangled in between each other, but they spin. Do you see this? Okay, so when I do these, I put them on short and long. So I have a short one and a long one, all in the same color, but you don't have to. It's completely up to you. Short and long is nice, you know, when you keep it separately. So I'm going to show you, we're going to go for a ride in the Jen's behind the scene for training and for when I do my live shows and my sales show. So this curtain, you can switch out. I did have 2 or 3 curtains on here and it actually pulled it out of the wall. So, or the ceiling. So keep note that weight in your ceiling, unless you are hooked into a stud, it will pull them out. Okay. So you can slide it back. We're going to flip around. You guys get to see how I set up my room. Now, I did this training for my team last night to kind of show them this wall. Now, I used a dog kennel. You can see the part of the dog kennel. I repurposed a dog kennel to create a wall. So I'm going to come over here and show you. This is the wall I created. Now I decorated it to make it look pretty and hide stuff, but ignore that. So I zip tied pegboard to this old school dog kennel, and it's only half a kennel, right? You can see where it comes around, right? But I created a wall without having to screw stuff into our home's wall. Now, the pegboard here, you can see these are my rings. Now, the rings that I use are put on 1x1 pegs, or 1x1 dowels is what they're called. They're square. I use the square because the round the round dowels, your rings will roll because they're heavy. You know, if you have a heavy front of your ring, they will flip over. But if you use the square ones, they slide on nice. It does not mess up your ring. And then you can put them on the wall. These are called locking J hooks. Okay. They stay in there. So if you have a mobile boutique, they will stay on your wall while you drive and pull your mobile boutique or drive your mobile boutique. I had an enclosed trailer, and that was my mobile boutique where I left everything on the wall, okay? Now, this is what I meant by that peg. So if Abby wanted this back necklace, she would have to pull all these off to get to this one. So we went to the Twirly Tie System. Now, the Twirly Tie System is organized on a clothes rod or a curtain rod, and they are just attached on there. So they slide, and I can get more or less in there, and then they spin. Super, super easy. Now, if you're setting up some booth at an event or a home, these are quick and easy to move, okay? Now, I use these giant binder rings. They're super cheap on Amazon to put all your bracelets on, to put all your earrings on. Now, you can see I organize these by color, okay? And if you are doing a bag party, these are super easy to put in a bag and put in a quart size bag, so that way your customers can pull them out and they just flip through. It's super, super simple. Let's see, what else was I going to show you? When I do my wrap bracelets, this is a ring from the dollar store. It's one of those craft rings that you can put your wraps around. I've also used black PVC pipe. That way it was easy for the black PVC pipe. This door, I refurbished this door. I painted it pink. The other side is still brown. I seen this in I want to say a Shields store years and years ago with jewelry on it. So what I did is I attached fun knobs, and then I pulled the string, this, what is this called? Twine or whatever. And then you clip things to it. I just think it's fun and something easy to use. Always look for stores that might be closing. Yard sales, that's where I find a lot of my things. This rack came from a Sears store. And then I just put in the rings. The same thing with mannequins. We had a store closing and I was able to score all of the mannequins, okay? So when I do my live shows, I'm trying not to make you sick, guys. We'll turn around this way. So when I do my live shows, you've seen, this is the up close of what's behind me. Let me flip around and show you where I work and how I do this. So my live shows, these are my lights. I purchased them from Amazon. There's actually a third one, but I don't use it. And these help really well when you do live shows at night, okay? They create a natural light, and they were not expensive. I'll tell you, I used lamps for years because I thought that these were too expensive. And I didn't even look because I thought photography setup stuff is really pricey. It wasn't. They were like 45, 50 bucks. And they are a game changer with natural looking lights. I did purchase the brightest light bulbs. These are not the light bulbs that come with them. These are super bright lights that are, I want to say they are 100 watt, but they're LEDs. So they don't get hot. It's not hot here, okay? Now, you can see my ring lights. These are just simple ring lights. Paparazzi gave me this one, but you can buy them as well. Excuse me. And it creates, I have to move it because I have glasses and it gives me alien eyes, I say. But that's another perk that you can play with. Now, you can see my setup. Everything I need is near me. I don't usually have those rings there or those twirly ties, but you can see how easily you can move them and hang, right? Off to the right, this would be my right, is the jewelry I'm going to show, okay? So I'm able to grab it, show it, and then I put it over here. This is the quick recap wall. And on here, I just put this here so I could show the piece of jewelry, right? And usually I use these numbers and put them on there. So if someone says, let me see number 60 again, it would be right there and I could grab it and show it. So I put the one up there. If I have duplicates, they are right below me, okay? So they're not very far. And then you have a recap wall where you can do a quick show later or the next morning because recaps are huge. Not everybody wants to wants to watch a 2-3 hour show, right? They don't, and it's okay. But if you did a quick morning recap or you did a quick evening recap, this is one way to utilize your time where you do your live show that might be an hour long, it might be 30 minutes, whatever it is. But if you were able to put it up where you can scan it really quick and people can shop. So I put my extras and duplicates right here so they're easy to grab. I do have a computer beside me. You don't have to have one, but this way when I'm live, I can watch my live show. So this is where we're live, right? So I can watch, I think we are. Am I live in the right spots? Let me scroll up. Maybe we might be. Our internet is so wonky at our house, but see, so I'm live here. I can watch whether I'm froze or not. So let me see what else to show you that we use. So when hey, it's Jen. So I'm going to flip it around one more time. You want all your tools near you, okay? Now you don't need a room as big as this one that I have taken over, right? But you want all your stuff near you, your pens, your paper, your bags. You want to stay inside your area as much as possible, right? You want your people to be able to see you as much as possible. The longer you are outside that screen where they can't see you, they will scroll through. Now, I noticed this with my kiddo last night. We were watching TikTok. And I'm going to move this so you don't see that bright light. But we were watching TikTok last night, and it was not even a couple seconds, and he's scrolling. So our attention spans, just like my children's attention span, is so short. So you want to be in your screen as much as you can. Now, if you have to get out, because you've seen my jewelry to show you is way over here, right? Usually you're like, hey, I'm still here, or still be talking while you grab that piece of jewelry. Now, when I go to show jewelry, I have bags of stuff, okay? So when my box comes in, I order in duplicates, okay? Now, if you order in singles, it's okay. As you build your inventory, you will start to order doubles because you'll start selling out. And someone wants those earrings, you're gonna want 2, 3, and as you build your inventory, you do that on your own schedule. When I first started Paparazzi, we didn't have an option. You had to buy in packs of 5. Yes, that was a long time ago. And then it changed where you can buy whatever quantity you want. I still order in 5s, maybe because I was used to that for so long. But when my jewelry comes in, I will bag the same one. I will open one of each in that bag, okay? So this necklace, you can see one is opened, right? The rest of them are in plastic. And that is because if Susie wants this necklace, I can quickly put it in Susie's bag. Right beside me is my tub of people that shop from me, okay? So you can see it's in alphabetical order. And as this tub fills up, I just move them to another tub. And you can have it however you like, but I just add them to their bag right then and there. I do shop all week, pay on Friday. So at the end of on Friday morning, I just grab their bag of all their goodies. I dump it out on my tray. I count it up and I send them an invoice. It is super fast. You don't want to spend a ton of time just going through the motions, right? Playing office per se. So you want to have your jewelry open for your live shows. This is loud. Is that loud? You guys show me some love if you think that's loud. I feel like my throat. Anyway, it is loud, okay? Open your jewelry if you can. Now, if you are going to do sets sell really well. Let me see if I have a set over here I have not shown. I do. There's one right there, so you can still see me. So sets sell really well. If you can connect a necklace with a bracelet, I promise you, you're more likely to sell that bracelet. Now, here is a simple bracelet that I have, and I might have bought a month ago. I might have bought it. You ready for this? I might have bought it 3 years ago. But do you think I'm going to tell you I bought it 3 years ago? No way, Jose. I just got this bracelet. Oh my gosh. And it's going to look gorgeous with this new necklace. What do you think? Right? Never ever is your stuff old. Never ever have you had it forever. Because if you say that, your customers watching you are going to be like, why do I want that? She's had it forever and nobody else wants it. What? I know, right? People are cray. That's what we think, though. We're human. We think that. But look at that set that you could pair up. This is the power of creating an inventory, right? Having extra pieces on hand, whether it's one piece and they're put on twirly ties, whether it's, 3 or 4 of each piece. It's whatever works for you as you build an inventory, right? But you can create sets with things that you have. I love these little rings, binder rings. These are 1-inch binder rings. These are my favorite. Now, when I create a set, I put them on there. Now, for a men's set, or a lady set, whatever, you can pair this up because this necklace could be for a guy or a girl, as all urban can, right? So if I had a ring for this, and you can see how fast this is to create a set. When your 9-year-old teaches you how fast it is to create a set, right? She grabs the ring, adds them on, there's the set, right? So obviously the earrings don't match, but you know what I mean? Is you can open these rings when you go live and you show them each piece. Hey guys, this is our set. Oh my gosh, look at this ring. It's so gorgeous. Describe in detail what you have. Your necklace, oh yes, and your bracelet. That entire set would be $15 if you would like it. Comment that number. Numbers are huge when you're doing live shows because 80 to 90% of people watching you are watching with the silent either off or very, very low, right? Because not everybody in the room wants to listen, right? So I know when I watch live shows, the volume's very, very low. So my entire family that's doing their thing isn't listening as well. So, or if you're shopping and the person selling you something, they don't want you to hear the name. Yep, who bought. So then after I show you this set, I take those pieces and I showed you the board. I stick the necklaces in one spot, the bracelets in the rings and earrings in a spot as well. So that way when I do my live show afterwards or the next morning, my fast recap, then I don't have to handle that jewelry again to put it out in the morning. If you can go from one area to the next without handling it a lot of times, okay? Then that set that I have, I set right down here. So we have usually a 30-second delay when we're doing live shows. So I keep it close to me because if someone says, oh, Jen, I want that number 23, I'm thinking, what 23? It was 30 seconds ago. I can't remember. I can look over and go, oh, that was that copper set. It's right here or really close to me. So I'm not bouncing out of the screen. I can just reach down, grab it and say, okay, Mary, I got you. Let me grab one of each and put it in Mary's bag. And you can see me 90% of the time, right? You are in that screen 90% of the time. So people know when they're scrolling through Facebook, what is this crazy girl doing? What's she selling? You are right there. Okay, let's think of anything else. Games. If you guys do games on your live show, I love games. I play with games. Sometimes we do games throughout the show, and sometimes I just do a share drawing at the end or a play along game at the end. So when I do a game, usually your goal is to get engagement on your live shows, okay? It's to get people talking. Have you ever been on a live show and nobody's talking, nobody's commenting, and the host is like, create things to talk about, ask questions, keep going, act like there's 100 people watching you or 200, don't get nervous. But games, there's pros and cons to games on live shows, okay? Just see what works for you and play with them, whether it is an envelope game. Now, when I do my envelopes or pop the balloons, my goal in mind is to get new hostesses for my live shows. So see what you want them to do. If you want to just give away jewelry, you can do that too. It is completely up to you. You guys, let me see what else I got to show you that I use. I do use these tubs from the dollar store. If I have sets that have cuff bracelets that you can't hang up. Necks are huge too. So I use this neck. I just purchased this one. I bought it from a company called nilecorp.com. You can see I have pins in it. Now I'm going to show you here. I have not used a neck in a while. I have the standing mannequins back there. You might have seen them. This one though, what I found was, can you see all of the lint? And also, do you notice how the light changes? Do you see how the light changes? So let me show you a necklace here. Let's find one that really it messes with the color. So this necklace is a rose gold. It messes with the color. Look how the light changes, and you can even see it on my face how it changes, right? The light messes with this, okay? Do you see that? How it just, that light messes with it, and then you can see all the lint. I hate lint, okay? So I had put this gray tank top, I jerry-rigged it, MacGyver rigged it, whatever you want to call it, on the back of this, okay? This is hair ties. I tightened it up with hair ties. Yes, I know. But you can see the color of that. The light did not mess with it. Do you see that? The difference between that black one I just showed you and this gray one, okay? Now, gray is a perfect color for any jewelry because it makes it pop. Now, I'm going to show you why all the pins are on there. Let me see if I got all the set here. So these long necks are great when you're showing long necklaces. You can either show your long necklace like this. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so gorgeous. It's long, and that's perfectly okay. But if you can, invest in a neck, because when you show it like this, you are more likely to sell it, okay? Now, when I do my sets, you can see I have the pins in there. Let me show you the entire setup. You can put these pins on here, right? Let me see. And I have a ring. Let's do a ring. Where's our ring? You can have your number, right? Let me find our number and our ring. This entire, remember, sets will sell more, right? Look at this. On this board, you can see all of them. I count inside my head. If you want to count out loud, it's okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 to 5 Mississippis, right? 5 seconds. That is because when people are scrolling and they're stopping, they're seeing that entire set, right? Now, I have an Android phone. I know if you have an iPhone, you can tap your screen and it will zoom in. If you tap an Android phone, it'll flip around and you'll see what's behind it. But if you zoom, like going like this on your screen, watch this. And you can slowly say, this is the bracelet. You can describe the bracelet in detail, right? The necklace, and move slow, okay? Not everybody, including me, needs to have their Dramamine while they're live watching your show, but describe the necklace, okay? Then we come down here slowly, and you can talk about the earrings. Okay, repeat yourself a lot. These rings fit between size 6 and size 10. Look at the gorgeous detail, right? And then zoom out and show them your necklace again. This set here, friends, is $20 if you want all 4 pieces. If you only want one, say, Jen, just the bracelet to $48 or just the necklace to $48. Do not make your customers buy the entire set. Not everybody has their ears pierced. Not everybody loves the rings. It does not matter, okay? When you show earrings, you're going to want to show them up to you, okay? You want to show them because people are visual. Many, many people are. They want to be able to see it next to a human face so they can see how long it is. You can say, look, guys, this one's a lot smaller than these blue ones that I'm wearing. So these little necks are worth the investment. I purchased this one from Nile Corp. Amazon had them. Amazon has leather white ones. They had leather black ones. They're out there, but I encourage you, if you would just invest a little bit in your business, whether important stuff to invest in is a light, right? I think I'm blind. It's a light, right? And something to cover the drama behind you. You know, if you those of you that have kids and we have stuff everywhere, right? I do. Guilty. If I can hide the stuff behind me, you know, that's what I'm saying, a light, something to cover behind you. You can get cute sheets from the dollar store and something to show your jewelry. You are going to sell more jewelry. I hope you guys found any tips today, whether you are watching on Facebook Live, whether you are watching on my YouTube channel, Jen Gear. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to the channels. And if you have any tips you are looking for, send me a message. You guys enjoy your day. We'll see y'all later.